Good morning, all. It is Christy on Krazy Kristey Rants number 2. Again, it is early meditation time, and I decided that one of the times that I will be ranting, probably one of the better rants throughout the day, will always be in the morning when I come here to meditate. It's when I feel most well in the morning and get my day started, and it also gives me an opportunity to talk about the things that are happening maybe the night before, any thoughts that I had last night or yesterday, and so on and so forth. So this is Krazy Kristey Rants number 2, day 2 at the beach, and absolutely gorgeous sunrise as well. And when I'm here, I also look at the clouds, because sometimes there's a lot of unusual things. As a matter of fact, anybody who hears this can go to my Facebook page or my Google page, I believe, and it has actual pictures, or a specific picture, I should say, of a little Native American girl in the clouds, clear as day. And I didn't see it when I took the picture. I did not see it when I downloaded it. Or when it was going, at that time, it was from on a disc, and then if something was weird, I don't know why I was putting it on a disc first, and then putting it into the computer, but anyhow, the case may be, I didn't notice until after I saw the picture on the computer. And for some reason, as much as I try to debunk it myself, I could not. So from that point on, I went on to Facebook, and I started offering money to anybody who thought they could debunk it. So what happens when you offer money to someone to debunk a picture when you know for a fact that you didn't do anything? You can offer $1 trillion and you know for a fact that nobody can debunk it because you didn't do anything to it. So I don't know. I mean, it's not up to me to have people believe me. It's not up to me. It's not my job to convince people, because you can't tell people unless they have encounters themselves, or unless they have some sort of experience that made them feel that way. Chances are they're really not going to believe shit that you say. Excuse me. But they're really just not. They're just not. They're not going to believe anything that you have to say until they experience something grand on a grander scale of life. Sort of separate any experience separated from the norm, mundane life. They would have to experience that in order to understand. So I can talk about it. I could give advice. If people come to me, I talk about it. But I've realized over the years, and I've heard this from many people, that you can't waste your time talking to people. You just can't, because you're taking that precious time away from you that you know. I mean, it's great. You got to get out there and help, and that's the ultimate mission. So don't get it all twisted and wrong. I applaud people who get out there and talk about it, but you got to make sure that people, you find the right forum to do so, because if you go to let's say a hunting expo or or whatever, you're not going to have the right audience. You have to be in the right venue and the right audience in order for people to be interested. And as far as your friends and family, if they love you, they'll support you, and if not, it's okay. People fear what they don't know, and I realize that all through life, that it's just the way of life. People fear what they don't know. If they don't understand it or don't know it, they fear it. Hence the reason why a lot of the things that happen, to certain races back times, like Holocaust, or things with African Americans, like slavery. And my dad's Native American, or is half, or whatever, or is, and I'm half, or was, should I say. My dad passed away in 2010, I believe. And anyhow, he was Native American, which makes me half. So there's a lot of I mean, you really just gotta. I forgot where I was going with that, but yeah, it caused a lot of tension when people are afraid of what they don't understand. It causes a lot of tension with people, and I understand that. There's like a mist right there. I don't know if you guys can see it in the middle of the screen. It's sort of like dissipating and reappearing. I don't know if you guys can tell how close it is to me, but it's really close for some reason. I'm going to zoom in. It's weird. Right there. Do you guys see that? It's like above me, and then all of a sudden it's like dissipating and moving. It's weird. Okay. Anyway, I keep talking. So anyways, excuse me. Sorry, I was distracted. But anyways, people are not going to understand, and that's A-okay. People are going to get there at their own time. Everybody is going to ascend. Everybody will. When they do ascend, a lot of people are curious what will happen. Will I physically go? Is it mental? What is it? And you guys, I'm learning just as much as you guys are. And as I learn, I will definitely give information to you. Tonight I am going to make another Krazy Kristey Rants. I haven't been so crazy yet. And it hasn't been much of a rant. But don't worry, it'll get there, I'm sure. It just so happens that in the morning I'm the most well that I'll be. The fresh-headedness. But anyways, you know, it's been a slow process for me as well. In 2007, I lost a boyfriend in a car accident, and in time, I'll tell you the whole story about that as well. Because I'm originally from New York, and I moved down here in 2005, and I moved to Sarasota, Florida in 2005, and I'm from New York, and it's been such... I've been up to other countries, and I haven't had as much of a culture shock that I have had here, coming to Sarasota, Florida. Being from the north and the people down here from the south, it is such a difference and such a way of life to get used to. So me being from the north and then moving down to the south, needless to say, I have a lot of experience of people and how they act, how they are. Me, myself, I had a struggle to go through, and we'll talk about that later. But anyhow, I want to share this moment with you guys. Now, we're going to talk a little bit about meditation for about a minute here. Meditation. There's a couple of rules. You need to be in a quiet place. I mean, not quiet. It could, you know, you could hear this stuff in the background, like the waves. Maybe I should correct myself, and you should be in a calming place. Calm. If you enjoy soft music or classical music or like the waves in the background hitting the rocks or the birds, that's fine. It has to be a calming place for meditation. It has to be. Meditation is all about learning your higher self, and you can't do that when there's so many other distractions that aren't your higher self outside of you. So that's one thing. You have to also be not interrupted. You have to have a good minimal 15 to 20 minutes. I mean, that's not a rule, but it just should mean for a good meditation, a good, happy, well feeling, when you step out of it feeling a-okay meditation time, you should have at least 15-20 minutes to yourself and uninterrupted people. That doesn't mean that you have kids running in and knocking on the door, mommy, you know, I just crapped my pants, or, you know, mommy, I'm freaking hungry. I don't know. You know, everybody has their own life, and that's great. Fortunately, I don't have children right now, and I'm not saying fortunately, it just means it's the contract that I signed in order to be here. And basically, I'm part of the group where, yeah, man, I'm ready to serve my purpose here on Earth and do what I gotta do here on Earth and get the heck out. Alright guys, so anyhow, meditation, back to meditation. You have to have a very quiet place to be. You have to be uninterrupted. You have to be ready to be calm. You have to be able to clear your head. If you don't think that you have not the time or whatever it is to clear your head, it's not going to be. It's just not going to be. You can't force something when the outside environment is not agreeing with you, or you're not presenting the outside environment. It's just not going to happen. It's not going to help you at all. All I can say as far as this whole journey that I'm going to take you on, if you choose to come along with me, I'm learning just as much as you are, but I may know a little more because I've started a little more and I do a lot of research so I can sort of understand in the best terms, like I said yesterday, in layman terms, because I know a lot of people aren't with all that hive jive, you know, talk about, they just don't understand, and you got to put it in the most layman terms. Like for me, I had no idea until it was put into the most simplest terms. And that's okay, you guys. Who cares what people think? It's okay. You learn for you, and you learn at your own pace. If somebody has something to say, it's just, I can't find any positive reasons why somebody would be so negative about learning yourself at a slower pace. It's just their best thing to do. So please, you guys, take your time on this. There is no rush. I mean, you know, the world is, you know, changing very rapidly. But, you know, as far as your own transition and everything, don't let outside forces influence you. Let me repeat that. Do not let outside forces influence you in your journey. It's just not going to be productive for you. It's going to be so counterproductive, if you will. And I'm just set out to help so many people. If you have any questions, put them on my pages. Again, my email address is all lowercase, heart4miles, HEARTFORMILES @gmail.com, and that's my email address. If you guys have any questions and I can answer you back, bring it on. I will answer to the best of my ability, and I know what I know, but I can only broadcast it in like 15 or 20 minute intervals on the computer. I could sit here for 24, 50, 60, 70 hours straight and just talk about everything that I know, but it just, it wouldn't work. I don't know how much of an attention span that I can keep. So we're going to do it in like 15, maybe 20 minute intervals, and we'll do it together. Okay, guys? And I love you guys, and I hope that just the fact that whoever's watching this right now, that means, and I will repeat that, just the fact that you guys are listening to me talk and hearing my voice and on this channel listening to this right now and watching it, it means that you're on the right track. It means that you're here for a reason. You're on the right track. And you're where you need to be to start your journey. I probably can't help you finish it as much because I'm learning as well, but I can help you start it, and I can do my best. And I can only tell you what I know, and if I make a mistake, of course, I'm only human. Or am I? No, I am. And you know what, I just, you know, I'm doing it the same, you know, as everybody else. Love you guys. Keep watching, because I'm sure that it'll get more interesting. Like I said, I do at least 2 of these a day, 1 in the morning before meditation, probably 1 in the later evening when the day is done. I love you guys, and I appreciate you guys, and I pray every day for anybody who watches any of my videos. At the end of the day, when I do meditate, I make sure to just give thanks to the people who help you through. The main people that you should give thanks to is always Mother Earth, aka Gaia. Always love and appreciate Mother Earth, because she is. Okay? She is. Thank the sun. Just a beautiful and wonderful entity. The moon as well. You thank Mother Earth, the sun, and the moon, and those 3 things. And any God that you love or any entity. Also, you need to thank your guides. Everybody, I don't care who you are, everybody has guides. At least 1 or 2 spirit guides or angels, however you want to call them. I happen to refer to them both like of angels, because they're my angels. They're here all the time. And because of us having free will, they cannot intervene. Now, listen closely. Everybody has angels. They will not and cannot intervene until people invite them into their life. So please, guys, invite your angels or your spirit guides, however you want to call them. Get to know them and invite them into your life as you did me. Keep following, you guys. I love you. And I can't promise much, but I can promise that we're going to go on this journey together, and I can help you as much as I do. Thank you. Love, peace, and everything else, guys. Thank you.